Okay, so you guys have seen this yard before. This was like 8-9 inches thick, really wet. I don't know if you can tell. It still has dew all over the ground. I don't know if you can tell, but you can still see it glistening with the sun hitting it. But it was 8-9 inches tall. Left a beautiful cut. I cut it down to 3 1/4. This is what the front of it looks like, and this is what the underneath of the deck looks like. Some grass buildup, but not bad at all. I definitely think the combination of them blades is working pretty well. I do have some clumps on the yard, but I don't care about that. I can double cut that or break it up with the blower, either way. My main thing is keeping the clumps out of the deck, so as long as it comes out of that deck, I can work with that.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanity.
Okay guys, I'm just going to do a bunch of talking in here because I didn't actually record a lot of me physically in the videos during the day today. I was just really rushing. It's supposed to pour rain all day tomorrow, but now they're saying it's going to be almost 75-80 degrees tomorrow, and we're not going to see rain till later in the day, which is perfectly fine with me, so the more I could get done. But I did mow with this thing all day. I think I used the walker on 2 properties that I had to bag. I didn't have a choice, but I ran this all day with those blades. So what's the verdict? The verdict is I think I have a winner. I am very pleased with how it did all day. I cut some really thick lawns. I've cut just some normal growth type lawns, I guess you could call them. They did very well. You can see how far that's blowing out of the deck. I mean, it looks like probably 2 passes as far as the width of it coming out, but if you could really see it from where I was, it was going all of 3 to 4 passes over, and it was shooting it out of there really hard. So it definitely did what I wanted it to do. I did end up having to mow a backyard first cut of the year. Every year I have to deal with this backyard. I have a couple like it, and it's a ton of weeds. It's like thick clover, and it grows really tall, really thick. When it comes out of the deck, it clumps. It's like slime. If anybody knows what onion grass is, it's the same thing. I have a bunch of yards. I've even showed one of my really bad ones of onion grass in the past, and the first like 2 cuts of the year you cut it, and it comes out thick chunks, and it's really slimy. You can't even get any traction on your tires once you start running over this stuff, and it's just horrible. It's just really nasty stuff. Well, what the problem with that stuff is you can't double cut it. I don't care what the mower is, I don't care what blade you have, you can't double cut it. You definitely cannot bag it because it's going to clog up any bagger you run. I don't care what the machine is, I don't care. Hands down, it's nasty stuff. So your only choice is to cut it down once, you go over it with the blower, break it up as best you can. Usually it doesn't even break up, it's just real thick slimy stuff, and then it's usually like that, like the first 2 cuts of the year, and then the area where all that like weed is, all that clover or onion grass, it just it turns into the most beautiful grass, and it's the thickest, easiest to cut, really nice stuff after that the rest of the season. I don't get it. I don't know why it's like that, but it just is. But the reason I'm telling you that is because I had to cut through some of that today as well, and it handled it really well, a lot better than I thought it would. And then I went on to the next lawn, and I'm thinking, great, this lawn's going to be crap. That first one you saw was earlier in the day when everything was still wet. This lawn here is the one I went to after that nasty lawn, and it ended up cutting this lawn really well. I thought it was going to do a crappy job on this lawn and just drop clumps out everywhere, but turns out most of it came right out of the deck. None of it really built up in the deck, and it ended up leaving a beautiful cut on this lawn. So these blades are the ticket. I don't think I'm going to run anything else on this machine. It appears that this machine really does like those blades for wet grass, dry grass, thick grass. The years of experience I have, I mean, I've experienced it all with these machines and these blades, and some machines just like certain blades, and that's just the way it is, and it doesn't like others. And I should have known from my experience to try these beforehand, and I just didn't. I don't know why, but my mistake, and I do believe I have a winner, and I'm going to stick with these blades. They seem to fix all the problems I had with this deck.
You can't wait to see me now, 'cause lately you've been feeling